Welcome to this brief time for prayer and meditation using the contemplative practice called Prayer of Examen. The Prayer of Examen is a meditative prayer practice rooted in Ignatian Christian tradition. It is a way of examining the day, the last 24 hours. The Examen has 5 points to practice gratitude for gifts and blessings encountered in the day, to seek the help and guidance of the Spirit, to review the day, looking for times when the divine has felt particularly present or distant, to discern times we may have missed the mark or may need to make amends or return to something left undone. And finally, to rest in the divine love that forms and informs our collective being and our becoming. I have recorded this Examen for use at the end of the day, but please feel free to adapt it for use anytime throughout the day. First, take 3 deep breaths in and out. Try to deepen your breath each time. Remember that the word for spirit is breath, pneuma, ruach, breathing in spirit, breathing out spirit. Breathing in, we take in life. Breathing out, we let go. Beginning with this present moment, here, now, paying attention to your breath. How does it feel to be right here, right now, right where you are? In what ways do you feel connected or disconnected, excited, distracted? Try not to judge how you're feeling, just to acknowledge it. Recall your evening hours. How did you spend your time and energy? In what ways did you tend to what matters? In what ways were you distracted from what matters? Recall your evening meal. Did you sit down at a table or eat on the go? Who prepared the food you ate? Where did your food come from? Did you eat alone or with others? What did you notice about the meal through your senses? What did you taste, smell, hear, see, feel? Recall the early evening hours. Where were you? Who were you with? What were you listening to? What were you paying attention to? Recall the late afternoon hours. Where were you? Who were you with? What were you doing? To what and to whom were you giving your time, your energy, your attention? Recall the early and mid-afternoon hours. Were you at work, in class, at home, at school, inside, outside? What was your body doing? What was your body encountering? Recall lunchtime. Did you eat lunch? What did you eat? Did you sit down at a table or eat on the run? Did you eat at your desk, in a dining hall, at a table, in a shelter, a restaurant? Were you on your own or with others? Recall the morning hours. Where were you? Who were you with? What were you doing? To what were you paying attention? What were your hopes and plans for the day? Recall the morning hours, breakfast time. Did you eat breakfast? Recall your morning routine. Do you have any rituals in the morning? Drinking coffee or tea? Praying? Meditating? Writing? Reading the paper, checking email, listening to music, taking a shower, going for a walk, going for a run. How did you begin your day? Recall waking up. Did you wake up to an alarm or on your own? Did you feel rested, exhausted, ready to get up, wanting to stay in bed? Excited to greet the day? Dreading the day ahead? How did you begin your day? Recall your night of sleep. Did you have any dreams that you remember? Were you restless during the night? Did you sleep soundly? Were there any distractions? Did you feel safe where you were sleeping? Recall falling asleep last night. Did you fall asleep right away, or did it take you a while? Can you remember the very last thing you were thinking about and aware of before falling asleep? Recall going to bed. What time did you get to bed? Do you have any bedtime rituals? Are there ways that you typically end the day? How did it feel to end the day? Recall the hours right before bedtime. What were you doing? Where were you? Who were you with? Did you feel energized, tired, grateful for the day, grateful the day was over? What was your pace as the day began to draw to a close? Recall your evening hours yesterday, a full day ago. Where were you? What were you doing? Who were you with? To what and to whom were you giving your time, your energy, your attention to? After reflecting on this last day, what did you become aware of? When did you feel most connected with yourself, with others, with the divine? When did you feel most alive? When did you feel least connected with yourself, with others, with the divine? What in the last day are you grateful for? What during the last day nags at you, haunts you? Is there anything you need to return to before you let it go? Is there anything you want to do differently tomorrow? Now bringing your attention back to this moment, this place, here, now. What was it like for you to experience this spiritual practice? What holy wisdom was offered to you? I invite you to offer thanks to the Spirit for showing up as breath, as presence, as wisdom. And I give thanks to you for spending this time together in prayer. Amen.